Okay, so we're here delivering chocolate with Charlotte's Cupboard, and we thought we'd do them another surprise treat. So can I get 200 grams of the turmeric sauerkraut seeds?
I've got that.
Oh, fantastic.
And whilst you're doing that, how much mango?
And then mango for my daughter.
How many grams?
Just like 3 or 4 pieces. Oh, that's fine.
Alright, how much did you say?
200 grams of the turmeric, organic turmeric and sauerkraut seeds. I guess what you're having made today for your snack? There's one other ingredient that's going to go in here.
Only one?
Only one other
Could
ingredient.
it be a cracker?
Could
Am I
be.
close?
No, she's got what? Then Charlotte's guess.
A bread.
Not bad, not bad. Between them, we'll see what's coming up.
I mean, one other ingredient.
Water. Only one other
Drink.
ingredient. Oh no, you're right. Sorry, 2 other ingredients. If you
Yeah,
can,
it is. It's water and flour. It's going to be a cracker.
They know me already. Watch this space, we'll see what happens next. But we're going to go to forest school first. So this is recipe number 2 of the Organogy series. Popular recipes I share at my workshops. And as you can see from the reaction from the girls today, they loved it. It was an out and out winner. And they said they can't wait to try it. So I encourage you guys to try the super simple recipe. It's basically a vegan, gluten-free bread alternative. Need I say more? Everyone's after one of these, and it's super simple. So you need 200 grams of a pre-cooked sweet potato, and then the equal ratio of potato to Organogy's turmeric, sunflower, pumpkin seed, buckwheat, fennel, seed mix, which also has sauerkraut added in for the prebiotics and the probiotic fibre. So 200 then equal to that, so 200 of the sauerkraut seeds, and then in Ninja or NutriBillet you turn that into like a flour, and then literally help the food processor out a little bit by just cutting up the sweet potato. Probably not necessary at all, but I find it blends in a little bit easier. And then a glug of oil, about 4 tablespoons. I just eye it, and I'm quite generous, so I probably put a little bit more, a bit for luck as well. I like it oily. If I was doing it myself, I would use butter. Butter cooks a little bit better, but we're doing a vegan bread today, hence the olive oil. You could use coconut, but that affects the flavour at the end, and I'm loving the flavour of the finished bread. With olive oil, sweet potato in, get it into a bit of a paste, and then start adding in the flour. You don't need to add any other seasoning or flavourings or spices or herbs or anything, because it's already in the sauerkraut mix. Fennel seeds, cumin, coriander, turmeric, bit of black pepper, obviously sea salt. So yeah, just go ahead and mix. And just wait till it's all fully mixed in. So you spread it to a fairly even thickness. And then what I traditionally do is cut diagonal slices through it, because then when it's cooked it breaks into dippable bits. You don't have to do that. You might want like one even flatter or a little bit fatter that you're going to cut in half and make a hummus sandwich out of it. But I generally dip mine in hummus, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, whatever dippy thing I have on the go. So by cutting these marks in now, it means it's ready to break into easy to divide up sections. And then today we're also going to do a little garnish. So the oven is preheated, and I normally do it about 140, because I don't want the top to brown before it's cooked all the way through. Hence why you can get away with putting these seeds on at the start, or you could give it 10 minutes and then pop the seeds on, but they don't burn because it's not super hot oven. So 120 to 140, which will mean it'll be half an hour cooking time. You can do 160 for 20 minutes, but I prefer the slightly slower, lower, longer heat. And that nice garnish on the top. gives you a super flat, super tasty, sweet potato, turmeric, and sauerkraut seed bread.
Look at that! Put you on our Instagram for that. That looks filmed on all sides.
Vegan bread, olive oil, sweet potato, sauerkraut seeds, all blended. And it's quite sweet though, it's like a sweet bread. But it goes
and actually it's a really good texture.
How you did it?
So it's the same weight as sweet potato as seed.
Okay.
You've got to use a NutriBillet or Nutri-Ninja to get the seeds or the flour, and then you just use a Magimix to blend the sweet potato.
And then you just, that's it?
And then you squash it on a tray. So the verdict on the...
Love it.
And it's a quick bread mix. Bread mixes seem to be super popular.
Yeah.
This will go viral, so put your best side on the video. Yeah!
Shoulders back.
Vegan, gluten-free bread. Everyone's after a vegan, gluten-free bread.
That is absolutely delicious.
You heard it here first.
Good. I can't wait to watch this with you later. This is so good.
Next time, can we get a shorter jar for the olive oil so I can get my fingers?
Really
Shorter
yummy.
jar, note to self.
Bye.
Bye.
Go on the other side. So you rejoin me, bread has been made and is on the cooling rack. So this this sweet potato seemed a little moister than the one earlier. And if your sweet potato is that much more moist, what you need to do is add a little bit of the seeds, extra seeds. So I'd already blended it by the time I worked out that this one was moist. So I had to cook it for a little bit longer. Obviously you don't want it to catch on top, so you need to keep the temperature just a little bit lower and just cook it for longer and slower. But what I'd recommend, if I picked up on the fact that it was this gooey, really super soft, moist sweet potato, I'd add a few more seeds. So we normally do equal ratios, but I'd probably put a little bit more seeds to the sweet potato anyway. So 200 gram, which is an average sweet potato. Maybe 210, 220, 230. I prefer the bread to have a bit more breadiness to it. Sweet potato obviously makes it softer and sweeter. But yeah, this is the one. I'm on my fasting window now, so I'm not going to eat it now. But you'll see as you watch this video that we do a taste trial earlier with the girls. So yeah, from quick recap. Equal weight sweet potato, Organogees, turmeric and sweet and sour seeds. And that's all you need. And then 4 tablespoons of oil, butter, coconut oil, coconut butter. And then cook it 140 for about 30 minutes. And then you come out with a jobby like this. I make it quite flat so you don't get a really soft centre. So it cooks evenly through and it's broken up and it's just like super bready, beautiful, dippable texture. So oil, balsamic vinegar, hummus, whatever you fancy to dip it in. So yeah, we're going to do the same as the choc bites. Going to do reduced price on the seeds. So order any of the sizes of the Organogee, turmeric and sauerkraut seeds and I'll send you the same size bag for free. Yeah, watch your space. We'll be back next week with another Organogee recipe.